Hello, my name is Chauncey McGlathery. I'm from Huntsville, Alabama. Glad to be here today. The question I was asked to address is why continue the conversation? Well, there's many reasons actually. First of all, not everybody who's being impacted by HIV and AIDS is even engaged in the conversation. And some of that is because of a cultural reticence. Some of that is because of political differences. But for whatever the reason is, until everyone is invited to the table, we're not addressing our entire problem. Another reason to continue the conversation is for those people who are aware of their conditions. Not all of them are in care, and that could be a complicated problem to solve, but resources have to be shared. And I believe every opportunity that we have to do better than we did the day before is worth another day. Every battle that we fight is an indication of a greater war, and we have dominion and authority over every challenge that comes against us. What sometimes bothers me is the willingness that we have to sacrifice those people who we deem as not as important or not as valuable as someone else. Well, who makes that determination, right? I know I didn't, right? Those of us who are made in the image of God and aware of the power of God and connected to the love of God, we know better, right? We have to talk to everybody about saving everybody, and until we do that, we're not having the conversation. Another problem is there are people who have power who enjoy deciding who gets care first. That's ridiculous. It's part of our political system, but we can do better. And I think until we begin to make this conversation every day, at every table, involving every interested party, we've only scratched the surface. We cannot be satisfied with just a little success. We only have to be satisfied with complete success. And that's not going to happen anytime soon. We've made a great dent. We've made a lot of progress, but we have far longer to go than we've even begun to travel. And what I found, most of that reticence isn't external. It's internal. Because truth of the matter is, some of us have been hurt so much in our society and dealing with all the foolishness that is the American healthcare system that we decide that we must not be worth the fight. Now, if you don't think you're worth the fight, how is anyone else going to think you're worth it? It's incumbent upon all of us to circulate this truth that there is no lesser, there is no inferior, there is no one who is not worthy of the opportunity to live a full and healthy life. And nothing that anyone has done in the past changes that reality. And I'm going to address one more thing. If the faith community would stop clamoring for power and control and let God be God, then we wouldn't have gatekeepers who see themselves as having value by stopping a free flow of information and ideas. Sometimes those of us who participate in faith communities deem ourselves as representatives of God in a way that tries to decide who gets help and who doesn't. And honestly, I'm sick of it. I think it's a betrayal of our very nature of the image that we were made in. So we have to continue the conversation for our very redemption, if for nothing else than to be the people that we were created to be.